Hi, welcome to the Most Life post. For this week, it's energy. And I'm seated in a meditation pose for a reason, because this week it's meditation and breath. And you know, breath is so fundamental to living. It's all we need to survive a day, actually. We can live a day without food or water, but we can't survive more than 4 minutes without breathing. As a nurse, I've seen people recover from not breathing longer than 4 minutes. And after a cardiac arrest, they were saved on the street and rescued, their brain undergoing massive damage because of the lack of oxygen. Hypoxia is not a place we want to be. So we need to breathe in oxygen all day long. And you know, we don't even have to think about it. We breathe on our own with absolutely no conscious awareness of what we do. However, we have habits of kind of shallow or chest breathing that don't maximize our breathing architecture. See, our rib cage, which also then would include our diaphragm and our heart-lung machinery inside, has a physical working basis of expansion when we breathe in and contraction when we breathe out. Yep, it goes out when we breathe in. Our lungs and heart pumps work in unison with each breath. And we need to maximize this at least once a day in a very big way, to breathe and hold and then exhale. Because each of our lungs have tiny little sacs that need to be expanded. Otherwise, over time, our lung capacity decreases. If you exercise regularly, make sure to get out and push a little bit so that your breathing increases and you kind of max out your lung capacity as you're breathing. The physics of your circulatory system actually work better when you really push it to its potential. It wants to be used. The heart and lung machine in our bodies is a precious and sometimes underrated system. You have to use it, push it, breathe hard, fast, slow, deep. You got to kind of like use it and work around with it. So a good daily ritual is to expand and contract this machine deliberately, at least once a day. A few times would be better. And there's a breathing exercise on the idea sheet below. Click on that and we'll go through a little bit of a breathing exercise. You know, meditation is also an essential part of a Most Life, and it combines breath work and quieting the mind and connecting with our source, whatever that source is you believe in. But it's best when we connect with a quiet mind and our breathing. We really get in touch with that centuries-old idea of connection internally. The Western practices of now yoga and Tai Chi have taken on from the Eastern practices of bringing the mind and body together. And these are all based on meditative principles. You know, we're always yearning to connect our inner spirit and have an exchange of energy with our inner self because we feel depleted, busy, hurried, exhausted. Well, this breath work and inner quietness really moves us toward a way where we can have more purposefulness and a much more calm spirit. I've got some yoga videos on my YouTube channel at My Most Life TV on YouTube, and these are great instructionals to help you get acquainted with breath work and yoga. Pamela Leal, my yoga instructor, has done a great job on some of the basics, so go find them there. Because yoga starts and ends also with intentional breath and meditation work, and it encompasses all our body needs to connect. Would be a great part of your weekly routine if you can get in some yoga connection and yoga breathing, something to do regularly. I strongly encourage you to seek it out if you don't already do it. But let's go ahead and practice that easy 4-8-4 breath work that you can do in a grocery line while you're on hold on a phone call, in your car driving. So let's look at that. So take a deep breath in to the count of 4, and you're going to be pushing your belly out to move your diaphragm in the right direction. I know it doesn't look like a model citizen and the way we want to look in our svelte athletic figure. Push out to the count of 4, hold for 8. And then as we exhale, the diaphragm comes up and our belly goes in. You know, babies breathe in this way. It's pretty natural. In and out. We've gotten into a point in our society that we actually breathe with our shoulders and with our rib cage muscles. This is not the way that we're supposed to breathe. We're supposed to breathe by pushing the diaphragm down. You see that? Exhaling and inhaling with the belly. That's the diaphragm inside pushing down and up. And it makes the physiology of our breathing work better. If we breathe with our shoulders and our rib cage, it's not very efficient, and all we do is get really tense. You might want to actually pull your shoulders up and hold it to try to get some muscle contraction and then release it in order to release and relax your shoulders as you're doing some belly breathing. You might feel those muscles getting a little bit tense. But go ahead and do the 4 inhale, 8 hold, and 4 exhale breath work. Try that 10 times in a row. Again, while you're doing something around the house, driving to work, waiting in line, on hold for a phone call, whatever it may be, a few deep breaths now and then during the day will really help increase your oxygenation. Go ahead and check out the idea sheet. Practice your breath work. This week, let's focus on breathing. And let's have a most life day, because air is something we can't live without. Live your most life and check out more information on mymostlife.com.